And we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Closer Show.
This shit right here is staying right here all year. But
this shouldn't be stressful at all. I want that 2,500 just because he wouldn't give it to me.
G's private stock lead. Let's go.
What is going on, everybody? I am so excited to be back. Now, one thing you guys might instantly notice is that I'm not shouting at the top of my lungs, and that's because I am right now, unfortunately, at a shared office space, and I have to be mindful of other people. It's stupid, I know, but the rules are the rules. But today, we've got something fantastic for you guys, something that has been long requested and awaited. We have a TV star in our midst today. Somebody who has graced the big screen. He has raised, this is somebody who's been put in a pedestal above us all. This is somebody that the wholesalers is basically Jesus at this point. This man is just another level. And I really don't think he needs any introduction. I'm sure everybody here knows his name, knows his face, has heard his voice, and has heard him close. So without any further ado, let's bring the man up. The one and only RJ Bates III.
Hello, this is RJ. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? That's
I think so.
Good to be back, buddy. It's been a long time. Dude, we haven't done this in 8 months.
What?
It's been 8 months. The last time.
No way.
Yeah, well, unless I'm missing one, but I think according to what I saw yesterday, I don't think we've done a live together since me and Munif did our closers cage match against each other. So it's been a long time since we've been live together.
Man, well, it feels good to be back, dude. You've just been so busy with your TV show. Dude, tell everybody about that experience. Because, I have no idea what that's like. I'm sure it was hectic.
It was a little bit chaotic. So for those of you that don't know, myself and Cassie and Nicole Espinoza, we got the opportunity to be on A&E's Zombie House Flipping here in Fort Worth. It was a ton of fun being able to, go and flip houses and showcase what we do. The show's Saturday mornings on A&E, 10 a.m. Central. It's been a blast, and, being able to just showcase the other side of what we do here at Titanium Investments, right? Obviously, I've gotten to do a lot of these lives and closing and negotiating on the phone, but it was fun to be able to show people that I do have legs. I don't always just have my torso on my face. I do actually move around and do something outside of just talk to sellers. So it's been a great opportunity for us. And but I'm looking forward to being able to get to do some other stuff. Filming has slowed down a little bit, so we're able to finally get back to doing some of the things that we're passionate about, and like this. Showcasing, talking to sellers, showcasing the great platform that Speed to Lead is. And hopefully we're able to get a deal. I was talking to you the other day. Every single time that we've been live on a Speed to Lead show, I've gotten a contract. So even though it's been 8 months, I'm planning on getting a contract today.
We got to keep the streak going. And the other thing, too, is you're now the proud owner of a golf course, aren't you?
I am. So we bought Woodhaven Country Club here in East Fort Worth. That was cool because it was a seller finance deal. It's hilarious because people watch my TikToks and stuff like that, and sometimes they see me like on a quick little 30-second reel where I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna be the right buyer for you, and I move on. And they're like, have you ever heard of creative finance, RJ? And I'm like, yeah, a little bit. We just bought a country club actually on creative finance. So that was a great opportunity for us. It's going to be a legacy play for us. Listen, our other partner, Elijah De La Garza, and my best friend since 5th grade, he grew up on the 8th green. Our high school that we went to is just like 3 minutes down the road. It's on the same street as the country club. And I was a member of the country club in junior high, and it was highly neglected, and it's a huge part of our city, Fort Worth. East Fort Worth has been neglected for 30 plus years. And so it's going to be a huge development play. It's not just the country club. It's also some vacant land that we're going to be doing some commercial development on and other things. So it's a huge stepping stone in our journey here at Titanium Investments.
Dude, I didn't realize that it was that deep. That is how crazy to get
Yeah,
so involved in your
yeah,
community, your city.
well, yeah, and it's going to be a big thing. I mean, listen, East Fort Worth right now, it's the most densely populated portion of Fort Worth, and yet there's one grocery store, there's zero Starbucks, there's zero pharmacies, there's no restaurants. The one restaurant that there is are closed on Mondays. So outside that, you're eating fast food if you need to have a restaurant. So there's a lot of needs that are there in that part of the city and in the neighborhood, and we plan on being the solution to that, along with a lot of other people, not just us, but it's definitely, like I said, it's going to be our legacy.
So are you planning then to move into helping develop other parts of the community once you get this thing under your belt? I'm sure there's a lot of manpower going into that.
Absolutely. So there, like I said, there's a lot of vacant land over there. We've already started purchasing part of it. We've had meetings with city councilmen, state representatives. I mean, pretty much anyone that you could think of that's involved in this type of project. We've been meeting, and we purchased the country club back in last June of 2022, and it's probably going to be a 10-year project to get where we want that portion of the city of Fort Worth to be.
So 10 years to get the country club, or the entire area?
The entire project, the development, the club itself will probably take 2 years. But the things that we're going to do around there is what's going to take the longest. Because listen, it's going to be a massive development project.
So what are all the things that go into the golf course? I mean, do you have to resurface it?
It's been shut down for years. The greens were poisoned. When COVID hit, the country club got shut down because there were no events. And then Snowmageddon hit here, and all the pipes burst inside of the irrigation for the course and the club itself. So it's highly neglected. It's going to be a full-on renovation. It looks like we're going to hire PGA Hall of Famer Tom Kite to be the architect for the golf course. He's from Dallas-Fort Worth. He went to University of Texas. We've already interviewed him and decided that we're going to move forward with him. So a lot of planning has been going on the past 8 months, and now it's getting to the point where, okay, it's time to start making some moves.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah.
And did the deal just kind of fall into your lap because nobody else wanted it and you're the name?
It's funny because
it was an I-speed delete.
Yeah, I jokingly said to Elijah, hey, we should buy the golf course because we were looking at how neglected it was. And then 2 days later, there was a gentleman walking in Elijah's backyard because he lives in his childhood home. We bought his parents' house sub 2, and now he lives in it with his 5 children and wife. And the gentleman walking in the backyard was picking up trash, and he went out there and he said, hey, can I help you? And he said, yeah, I work for Woodhaven. And so Elijah said, well, what's going on with the course? And the gentleman said, listen, the owner, he doesn't have the funds to fix it up. And he told the full story, and then Elijah contacted him, and next thing you know, we're buying
it. I don't even have anything to say. I mean, it's just crazy. That's just crazy to me.
It is crazy. Listen, sometimes you're just one call away, and from there, it took a couple of months for us to negotiate the terms and whatnot. But yeah, now we're the proud owners of it.
So what's the strategy then? So you're gonna get this thing up and running. You're gonna stay the owner and try and cash flow it, or you're gonna what's the plan?
No, we plan on owning it forever. I mean, that's something, we don't want to be actual operators of it. We want to be owners. So we're going to bring in people that actually have the knowledge of how to run a golf course and a country club.
I'm sure there's a lot that goes into that. Yeah,
absolutely. And to be quite frank, there's just not a ton of money in owning a golf course. That's why the other moves that we're doing in the area are vitally important to the longevity of that project.
Sure. I mean, imagine, started off as a guy doing wholesale deals, then moves to 50 states, 50 days, comes on, wins the Closers Olympics. and then the kind of impact that you have on your local community. You can come in and take a neglected golf course. It's an eyesore for everybody. Pipes burst. Nobody uses it. It's a rut. Come and take it over. You can help
Yep.
develop grocery stores, make it into an
Restaurants,
economic hub.
pharmacies, everything. Yeah, I mean, literally the impact that it could have on our city is monumental, and it's needed. And the funny thing about it is the feedback that we've received from majority of people that would be involved from the government have said the thing that they love about this project the most is that we're young enough to actually see the project through. Because most people at our age are just not taking on these types of projects or don't think that it's possible for them to do it. And we don't have all the answers. We're just going to figure it out along the way. And that's why we're surrounding ourselves with people that are a lot smarter than us when it comes to these types of projects. We're just necessarily the visionaries behind it and saying, listen, this is where we grew up. We know what this needs. And that's where we see this project kind of playing out.
I don't think there's anybody better to do it than you guys then. The emotional investment, the ties to the community. And I mean, just you guys are genuine people. Out of all the people in the real estate space, there's a lot of people that are just sharks and are just looking out for their wallet. But you, Cassie, everybody at Titanium, every interaction that I've had and every interaction I know that all of the people in our networks have had is you guys are just genuine people. Like that's what communities like that need. I'm excited to see that develop over the next couple of years. I really think that's going to be it's
funny you bring
so
it up
monumental.
Because you and I have actually gotten to meet a couple of times since the last time we went live. All those lives that we did together, we had never actually met in person. Now we've actually met at a couple different events, and man, it's been great getting to know you and getting to hang out. Hustle harder and wholesaling live. Wholesaling live was crazy, bro. First of all,
man,
your speech was great, but I got the wholesaling live belt up here. I'll bring it down here later on once I close my deal. But that was the belt that Uncle Charles drove up to Fort Worth. He actually came on set for one of the days for Zombie House Flipping and delivered the belt. So now I've got the two closing belts going on behind me in the background. So
the dual champ. Look at that. And just so you guys know, RJ's taller than he looks.
And just so everyone knows, Liam is not as tall as he looks.
I guess that's how it goes, huh? I'm not tiny, bud.
All right, are we gonna close some deals today?
Let's do it, baby. I'm ready.
All right. Well, I'm staring at this one right at the top here, Cambridge, Ohio.
All right, let's take a look at
it. Financial reasons, death in the family, behind on the mortgage, not listed. They own the property and they sell. This is a laydown right here. I mean, why would that not be my first choice?
This is it.
I mean, honestly, what I'm thinking here is I just buy it and one dial, close it, and we're done. That's
what I'm thinking is going to happen. First lead, first dial. That's it.
Hey, while you give me the info, I'll actually tell a story. I did a live call on Clubhouse, and I didn't even know Clubhouse was still a thing. But there was like 300-400 people coming in and out of this live call in Clubhouse, and I did it for like 3 hours. And a lot of questions about Closers Olympics, you're the king closer, blah, 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 all this, right? And then it got down to it, and they said, can you do some live calls? And I said, absolutely. I hopped into Speed to Lead. I bought a lead in Nelsonville, Ohio, which let me look at this real quick. Because I'm in my account. I spent $296 on this lead.
Okay.
Called it. 6 minutes later, had a signed contract. I mean, you just don't get that from anywhere else. That's why I tell people all the time, you need a deal today, go to Speed to Lead. That's what you got to do. I mean, it's the best, fastest solution. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to call Jarrett Karen. That's Karen Jarrett. We're just going to go with the owner. Hey, do me a favor if you're excited that we're back live doing this. Can you show me some love? Can you give me some share this out? Let's get some more people in here because we haven't been live in so long.
I know when you don't have the momentum, it just people got to
Wow.
know. People got to get the word out. Jensen has a good point. He said, I tried to use the software, but there was no leads in Cincinnati and Dayton. He's dialing. 1 second. I'll get to that.
Hi, you have reached Karen's phone. Leave your name and number. I'll get back to you.
Okay, so what I do in these situations, especially when they've come to us, and Speed Lead does a great job on letting the seller know, hey, it could be from a random area code. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to just shoot a quick text, letting them know, hey, you entered your property on my website to sell, and just leave it at that. So they know like that's the reason why I'm calling them. And that generates a lot of callbacks. Do you want to touch base on that about the Cincinnati, Ohio not having leads?
I do indeed. So Jensen, when there's not a lead in your area, make sure that when you sign up, you're going to choose your markets. And so you can get alerts for when there's a new lead generated in those markets. Because like Cincinnati, for example, it's hot. We got a lot of people there who want to take those leads down because they want to get deals done. And so they're going to be on the ball because they're already getting alerts. So make sure that you're getting alerts. And the best ways to do that are A, make sure you get the SMS ones because you just check that more than email. But second, and this is honestly the best way, get the mobile app because we have an app where you can get alerts there and you get exclusive discounts and coupons there all the time. I think pretty much every weekend we try to clear out old inventory so you can get exclusive discounts on older leads there. So that way you can get notified, and even if there's not one now, you'll know there's going to be more in the future because we do generate a lot in those markets. And also, I'd like to mention something else too. That tonight is the last night. If you want to apply to be in the auditions for the Closers Olympics, we're going to be having an entire round of qualifying tournaments. Tonight is the last night to apply. The auditions are tomorrow. So if you're not in that by tonight, you won't be in the Olympics. Just throwing that out there.
All right. I'm thinking the next one that we could do here could be this Midland, Texas.
All right. We got this guy. So he's tired of being a landlord. Seller wants an offer. First owner occupied. He's owned the property. Okay. Up to date. It's not listed. 2 to 5 years. It's 2 beds, 2 baths. It's a condominium. I like this one.
What's interesting about it is that he says it's owner occupied, but he's tired of being a landlord. And so there's kind of conflicting information there, which means there's a story, potentially a story that I can get them to talk about.
That's a big brain move there, RJ.
So what I mean by that is that maybe he's previously been a landlord and he's occupying this, but maybe he's moving out and he doesn't want to be a landlord on this. That's why he needs to sell. So
sure.
There's a story.
The discrepancy. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And so that's something that I think, especially on the phone too, when you're on the calls with these people, is you've got to be able to read between the lines, between what they're telling you to make these inferences to try and draw that story out. Because that story is what leads to pain, which is what leads to motivation. And that's what leads to a signed contract at the end of the call.
Yep. Hi, is Joy there? Hi, Joy. This is RJ Bates calling about your property there in Midland. You had entered it on my website that you were looking to sell. Are you still looking to sell that property?
Yeah, that bids though.
Okay. How much are you looking to get for it?
I want to get like 125.
Okay. And you said you have other offers from other people. How much were they offering you?
120.
So they're cutting you by $5,000. That's why you haven't accepted them.
Right.
Gotcha. So I saw on here that you said that you're tired of being a landlord, but you're also owner occupying. So could you tell me what's going on there?
I didn't say I was tired of being a landlord.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad. It just came across that way. So maybe it was just wrong information. So you're occupying the property right now?
No, it's vacant.
Okay. And how would you rate the condition of the property?
It just needs new carpet. That's it.
Okay. New carpet.
No roof, but the HOA's fixing a roof.
Say that again?
A new roof, but the HOA's doing that.
Gotcha. So HOA is going to take care of that.
Of the roof.
And then what about like the interior paint and like cabinets and bathrooms? It's okay. All righty. And how did you come up with the price of 125?
Because they're selling 2 bedrooms for 125 and one's a 3. So I'm giving people a better deal so I can sell it.
Gotcha. And how long has it been vacant?
About a week.
Okay. And you were living in it?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
What company are you with?
My company is called Titanium Investments.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm asking so many questions, but while I'm asking these questions, I'm also pulling up the property so I can see what I can offer you. I'm in Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. Y'all keep looking on Zillow and Remax, and there is not a 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, and a 1-bedroom. Y'all keep saying, well, their price is at this, and their price is at. And I'm like, yeah, but mine is 1,704 square feet, and this one is 1,200 square feet. So quit comparing the two. Mine's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths. Those are 2-bedroom, 1 bath. So don't look on any sites looking for a 3-bedroom, 2.5 baths because there's not one for sale.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry that those other people didn't understand that. I was just, I actually found one here. I think it's unit number 37. It's 1,700 square feet as well. I don't know how many bedrooms it is, but it's the same square footage as yours. So you said yours is 1,700 square feet. And then your 3 bedrooms and 1.5 baths?
2.5.
2.5. Okay. And what is the HOA fee on this?
Well, it was $333 and they raised it, but we're hoping with this new receiver that we got rid of the boards, it's going to go back to $333.
And that's a month? Okay.
We'll pay for water and gas and swimming pool and all that.
Yeah.
Lawn maintenance, swimming pool, laundromat, garbage, all that. In our house, we have a smart thermostat, we have a Ring doorbell, we have a water purifier.
Give me a few seconds here while I'm trying to pull up in some information.
Okay, well, I'm in a meeting right now.
Okay. Do I need to let you go, or can you give me
What's
like?
your name again? What's your name?
My name is RJ Bates.
Okay, hold on, RJ.
Yo, I think there's one Oh no, that's not the amount I want. This is frustrating because it's a condo and I cannot find it by the unit numbers.
Ooh, there's no photos or anything.
No.
Tough to bring up. Yeah.
I see one here that
How big is the complex?
it looks pretty big. I see one that sold for 180. All right, you got a couple minutes for me, or do I need to call you back?
Are they quick?
Quick, okay. I'm seeing where this could be a tangible deal with if it truly only needs carpet. Out of curiosity, are you only wanting a cash offer, or are you open to something creative?
No, cash offer only.
Cash offer only. Okay.
Yeah.
So I do think that we could potentially make 125 work for you, but just being realistic, if like you've only got a couple of minutes for me, I don't want to tell you something that I can't 100% say I can do without doing my due diligence. And the problem is just being able to get each individual unit pulled open, because it's really just giving me the
There's 40 units. You cannot open 40 units.
Well, I'm saying that to be able to look up the information on any of the units. I'm getting a couple of them, but I just need to be able to get a little bit more information about resale value, what we refer to as the ARV, the after repair value, just to make sure that I'm not getting myself in a bad position. So what I would suggest is maybe we go ahead and hang up now, which I typically don't like to do, but get off the phone right now because you're in a meeting. And then once I do some due diligence, set up a time where I could call you back. When would be a good time for me to call you back later today?
After 6.
After 6 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will do that. I'm going to call you back about 6:15. And then that way I can tell you exactly what I can do on this deal. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Cassie, can you do me a favor? While I move on to this next one, I'm going to send
Superpower coming in here.
I'm going to send you this address just to verify. What I'm seeing is I'm seeing a 180 comp. But I don't trust it is the best way to put it.
Word, condos be like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing conflicting information, and she was being a little bit like,
she's been a little bit dodgy with her
well,
explanation.
I mean, she's had to have a lot of conversations with people. I mean, clearly, she said, right off the bat, I got bids. You know, they're coming in at 120, and she's asking 125. Which the other thing to understand about that scenario is especially if you're going to wholesale the deal, if she's already talked to multiple people and they're coming in at 120, and I'm going to give her 125, am I going to be able to sell it? You know, so
We have a tough time.
let me kill some addresses here so people don't try to steal that. Not saying anyone on this live would do such a thing. It has happened before.
Send me the address, but also
I sent it to you in WhatsApp.
read the comment from Skylar Cassidy, please.
Skylar says, RJ,
Man.
we met at the Real Estate Investors Expo. I had the Mohawk. I took your advice, started wholesaling, might be securing 3 contracts tomorrow.
Yeah, baby.
Bro, that is sick. We just met Skylar at West Palm Beach, like, what, a week and a half ago?
Yeah.
And he's going to be securing 3 contracts. Well, Skylar, here's my next advice. Buy some leads from Speed to Lead. Because, like I said, they're amazing. Look at that. I mean, second one, we've already got ourselves in a position where it's a motivated seller and a deal that we could potentially be offering on.
Was that the first one calling you back? Have you
No.
called the second one yet?
That was Midland. The first one hasn't called me back yet.
Oh, got it. Okay. Just had a different name on it. Well, let's take another one down.
Let's see.
Let's get some more dials going.
Yeah, moving on to the second page. And what I typically look for here is motivation. That's what I'm looking. Motivation and a location in which I know I can dispo.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, there's no point in me getting the deal under contract. Fort Myers, Florida. Financial reason. Initial asking price is lower than comps. It's vacant. Oh, it's first buyer hold. My bad.
Somebody already took it down.
Yeah. Sorry, that yellow told me it was good, but it ain't good.
Oh, RJ, by the way, I don't know if you've seen this yet, but have you seen the entirely brand new fixed price mode that we just released? Like 100% everything's revamped. When you're inside of it, and so you now can choose very specific geos. So we have ones that are set up, or you can go and just target very specific areas. And then the second thing is that now you can also target specific parameters only. So now you can get leads in these markets that only meet these parameters across the board. And then, of course, you get a fixed price across all of them. So you don't got to worry about it being randomly priced based upon the algorithm. It's all a fixed price no matter what.
I love it, dude. Van Buren.
Take that out. All right, let's take a look.
Look at this. By the way, Dante bought a deal from us. And in the negotiation of the deal that he bought from us, worked out coming to the Crucible for free. Then saw that I was giving away tickets to Wholesaling Live to the best closer. He entered himself into that, won that competition, attended Wholesaling Live for free. And now he's in the Closers Olympics open run.
Is he?
And I would say Dante, he could be a force.
You think so? Okay. I did see his name come through. Whew. I'm excited to see that one go down.
Okay,
so this one in Van Buren here. Oh, do I not have it pulled up? I do. Taking a look at it. They're tired of being a landlord. It's vacant. They want to sell ASAP. There's no mortgage. It needs paint. That usually means it needs a little bit more. 2-bed, 1-bath. Owned it 10 to 14 years. That's perfect.
This right here is motivation. I mean, tired landlord. That's my perfect avatar. What I hope this conversation is quick, to the point. We're 3-minute close. That's what I'm wanting. This is what I got. This is what I'll sell it to you for. That's what I can do. Move on.
Sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Goodbye.
Okay, so like I said, same thing. Copy and paste that text message I sent to the other person. Try to get them to call me back. Now, Dante, You saying I'm coming for the belt. Calm down, bro. I was trying to be nice, okay? Like, when I said you might be a force, I meant for like other competitors, not for me. Like, simmer down now.
I want you to do this one in Minnesota because I'm familiar with this area.
Do it.
And this one just came in. This one that you're gonna get. This guy's picking up for sure. Let's run it.
Please leave your message for Amy or Grandma.
Hey, Amy, this is RJ Bates calling you about your property there on Frost Street. You had entered it on my website saying that you were looking to sell. Love to have a conversation with you about it, see if we can work something out. Feel free to call me back at 817-915-6860. Thank you.
I'd double dial her. She just filled that out. I think she probably just saw that the area code was Texas and was like, nah.
I got you. Real quick, you know what's hilarious is that all of my calls that I do on these lives get edited by Pat Hilton's team and get put on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. And when the ones that go viral, once they hit like a certain point, it becomes this like wave of negativity from people that have no idea what's happening. And so
I've seen those.
Yes, it's like these people come in like, who's this scumbag that's calling these people, blah, 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 blah. And what's hilarious is so many of the times they're like, we should all call him and waste his time. And what they don't realize is I've literally given my cell phone number out on YouTube probably 10,000 times. I'm like, my phone number is the most like publicized phone number of all time. So if you want to call me, it's there. It's on YouTube. You don't even have to skip trace me.
Yep, they can do it. I've seen that though, man. And everybody's saying that the calls are fake too. That's the other thing. Like, oh, what a fake call. It's
Right.
The whole thing is live on YouTube. You can go check it out from when he dialed the number, when they picked up the entire conversation.
He cracks me up. Yeah, actually, someone did. They did just leave us a negative review on Beat Kids Cancer's Facebook. They literally saw a negative review, or they saw a reel,
Please leave your message.
and they were like, "This guy's a scumbag." Blah 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 blah. It's crazy. And it was a speed to lead one, which cracks me up because I'm like, they literally went to a website and said they want me to call.
Right, but the person that reviewed it didn't know. It wasn't the person you called.
Right.
Louis says, hey, Liam, we're going to finish our project from wholesaling live. Which project is that? You have to remind me.
Okay. Columbus, Ohio. There is a death in the family on a tenant-occupied property.
Right.
I think this could be a good one to showcase people a little different side to my closing abilities.
Well, it's tenant occupied. They want to sell ASAP. Yeah.
Ben. Oh, Ben. Let's fix your situation.
This is Ben.
Hey, Ben, this is RJ Bates calling you there about your property on Cordell Avenue. You had entered it on my website saying that you were looking to sell that property.
Yeah, right away.
Okay. Well, hopefully I can be a solution for you. Tell me a little bit about what's going on with your situation.
I'm living in another state and I no longer want to manage it nor maintain it.
Okay.
I haven't been doing much to maintain it. I was relying upon tenant and that's just not working out.
I see. How much is the tenant currently paying on the property?
Yeah, I'm not going to disclose that. I just want to disclose and ask.
Okay. What's the ask?
Well, let me give you a business case for the ask. I don't know if you're familiar with the area or the market, but in 2022, I just looked at houses on that street alone, and 6 houses sold. 4 houses, I'm sorry. 1 was renovated and it didn't sell yet. The highest one sold for $130. The lowest one sold for about the 90s, high 90s, and then that was in the first 6 months of 22. And I know things are different, rates are different, the economy was different, but in the last 6 months, 2 sold and 1 was renovated. And the 2 sold for 90, one around the corner from there, less than a quarter mile, less than an eighth of a mile from there, sold just 2 months ago for 95 and was not renovated. So mine is a 4-bedroom, full basement, full attic, hardwood floors, requires some renovation in the bathrooms, the kitchen, basement needs new windows. It's as is. So I'm asking 80. I'm asking non-refundable earnest money, 10% deposit after 2 days of contract, and it's a cash sale as is.
Okay. So
That's
you
pretty much
want $8,000 non-refundable EMD?
I don't want 10% or whatever we come to the purchase agreement for. If we come to 75, if we come to 70, I want 10% earnest money deposit, non-refundable.
So what's the reason for so much earnest money?
That's not earnest money. I mean, just I got motivated buyers also. So and again, I want to try to close the deal at 10 to 14 days. I'm a motivated seller. I'm trying to close the deal, move away from the property, and move on. I'm the sole owner. I have the deed. There's no encumbrances, and that's just what my expectations are.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, we would still have to open title and run it through a title company.
Absolutely. So you can place the earnest money in the title company, and again, those are the conditions and terms of the sale.
Okay. So you want 80,000 cash.
Yep.
You want 8,000 non-refundable EMD within 2 days of an executed contract.
Yes.
You want to close in 14 days.
I'd like to. I mean, I want to close fast. That's my goal, is to just close ASAP.
Okay. 14 days or sooner. And it is tenant occupied.
Yeah, the tenant can be out tomorrow. That's not an issue.
Okay. So is it going to be vacant or is it going to be tenant occupied?
This has to be vacant upon possession.
No, I can buy it tenant occupied. I mean, that's why I want to know how much.
That's what I'm asking you. I mean, I want to furnish it. vacant. You just tell. I mean, I don't have anything to do with whether you want a tenant in there or not. I'm just telling you, I'm going to sell it vacant as is.
Well, but the problem is, I mean, if you tell me that tenant's paying me a good monthly amount, I might want to keep that tenant.
Okay, well, that's again, that's not, that ain't on me. That's on you.
What? I just want to know how much the dude's paying you a month. You won't tell me.
Well, so the tenant isn't paying anything right now.
I got you. So I see.
I'm in the predicament that I'm in.
I got you. Okay.
And the tenant was supposed to take care of all these other responsibilities and has not. So
I got you.
that was conditions of.
Well, that makes complete sense now. But I'll just tell you, like, I mean, if you just told me that up front, I mean, that wouldn't have been like a big deal, you know. I mean, are they willing to like go away though? I mean, or are we gonna have to like go through an eviction to get them out?
No, this is not. I mean, you research me, I'm gonna research you. This is not one of those situations, man.
I got you.
I'm not that kind of person.
Okay. All right, let's look at, and we're at right around 1,600 square feet, right?
No, that's again. Let me go back over what the property is, and nothing has changed since its existence. It's 1,900 square feet plus. It's 4 bedrooms and not 3 bedrooms. It's 2.5 baths and not 2 baths. It's a full basement and a full attic, stand-up room. It's got a front porch, portico with the roof. It's got a rear mud room that's completely enclosed and dried in, and it's got an entrance to the basement that's private.
Okay.
So somehow, I don't know. I honestly don't know how that information got out on Redfin and Zillow, but it's a 4-bedroom. It's always been a 4-bedroom. It's 4 large bedrooms. Got hardwood floors throughout. There's linoleum on some of the hard floors in the kitchen. Yeah, it's hardwood. There's carpet on the hardwood upstairs. So.
All right. Now, for one of the things I'd say is I mean, I don't hate your price. I will say I do hate your 8,000 EMD though. I mean, I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. I mean, even when you said you got motivation, is it just for me to prove that I'm serious about closing on it?
I mean, I want to. That's more or less because I want to close on it, and I don't want to be haggling over the prices as is. I don't have the kind of experience that a lot of people have, but I just heard rumors that as is ain't as is unless there's some money that's as is. So.
Well, I mean, I hear you there. I mean, the problem for me is like I have to look at it and understand what I'm going to do with the property. So I got interest sight unseen as is
at
80,000.
I'm not being facetious. I got and again, the reason why I'm in this mindset is I got an offer. I haven't sent you the offer for 65 unseen, so I can get 65 right now.
I know, but I might give you 80 right now. But
okay, that's what I like.
But I know, but that's what I'm saying. So don't run me away. So okay. I mean, because you don't want to get it, you don't want to run me away. That's $15,000 more in your pocket over 8,000 that you're not ever going to see. It's just going to sit in a title company. So let's just. We're moving somewhere. I just got to make sure that this is a good fit for me, and that's what I'm talking about on my exit strategies. So
okay.
So when I'm looking at this, it's like I've got a couple different options. Option number one is you said it needs work, so I could fix it up. Absolutely. So I could fix it up and I could flip it. I could fix it up and I could hold it as a rental. The other side of it is because this is in Columbus, Ohio. And I know people in Columbus, Ohio, I could potentially just wholesale it. So those are like my options,
I see. So those are smart options.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Now, here's the thing. You can look me up and see who I am, but poking me in the eyeball with 8,000 hard EMD, that demotivates me. Although I could be. Hold on, just give me 2 seconds because I'm gonna tell you something. Because I think I'm your best solution. Because I think what I could do for you is exactly what you want, which is get your damn property sold in the next 14 days, right? It sounds like you got some shit going on in your life. So if you let me come in and say, hey, let me move.
That's not true. That's not accurate. I'm just saying I want to unload this. I got 2 properties that I inherited. That's one. And I have another one. And I'm unloading that one because it's just not profitable for me right now. And I don't want to.
Well, hell yeah. I mean, they ain't paying you nothing.
Exactly. Now you're starting to see why it's like, okay, this is going on too long. And I had some expectations and none of those expectations were met. So let's move in another direction. I'm out of state. That's the other thing. I'm in North Carolina and I just don't have the tolerance.
Gotcha.
So that's where all of that is coming from.
Okay. Do you actually so you inherited these, so you're not actually a real estate investor by.
I have no interest and no motivation, and I don't even want to come in hailing distance of trying to be a negotiator and all that. So I'm driving a straight line and saying who can come to the straight line.
Okay. So here's what I think I can offer you today. Okay.
Okay.
I could send you a contract for $80,000 today. Okay. But here's what I want to do. And I'm being fully transparent with you, just like you've been fully transparent with me.
Right.
I want to wholesale the property.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on what's called Investor Lift. It's a program that I pay around $40,000 a year. So I can do this at the highest capability of anyone in the country. Okay. So if I go into Investor Lift and I search by location, so I'm going to search Columbus, Ohio. That's then going to give me access to, hold on, I'm doing it right now. 13,059 buyers that I can reach out to. Not only that, it's going to tell me who is actively buying in that area, on that street, in that neighborhood. Who are those people? And then I'm going to then work my ass off, not just myself, but my team of 10 people to get this property sold for you and as quickly as possible and try to get it sold and closed in the next 10 to 14 days. If you're willing to allow that to happen, those people will put down the hard EMD that can be non-refundable because we make that a part of our contract. So instead of you trying to talk to people that are going to make you promises and trying to get people to put down 8,000 hard EMD and all of that, let me go do this is what I do for a living. You could go search my name. You could find hundreds of videos, Instagram, TikTok. Hell, you can go watch me on A&E on zombie house flipping. This is what I do all day, every day. And so if you allow that, then I could probably get you your $80,000 in the next 14 days.
Right, but I'd have to pay you a fee, right?
No, the buyer's going to pay me a fee. You're going to get your $80,000.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm just being straightforward with you. I'm talking to buyers right now. They don't have to pay a fee. So something happened. They're
not gonna know it's a fee. I'm just gonna tell them the property is $85,000. They're not gonna know that anything about me and you.
Yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying to you, something happened in the last week and a half since I've been talking to people, and I'm getting a bunch of calls. And I'm telling you, these are motivated buyers, and they're not paying a fee. They want to buy the property like right now. So that's what so why would I go outside of that?
Because ain't nobody offered you $80,000.
No, that's not. You're 100% wrong about that.
Then why didn't you take it?
Because tomorrow I may be taking it. I got some people that's making some final decisions, and they're not saying they can get me to 80 people. They just want to outright buy it. So I didn't know you were in the equation until I answered the phone.
But I'm not understanding. So you're saying, when you say they might outright buy it, I'm saying I want to give you a purchase contract. I'm just being transparent in the fact that, yeah, you might be having conversations, but just because you're having conversations doesn't mean you're having conversations with the people that are buying the most deals in the area. You could also be talking to other wholesalers and they could be not being transparent with you. I mean, bro, they could literally just tell you whatever you want to hear and not perform. I mean, just because they sign a contract saying they're going to give you 8,000 hard EMD doesn't mean they're actually going to deposit the EMD at title. I'm telling you, you want 80,000. I'm looking at the numbers. I think, yeah, I could do that. I could probably find one of these $13,000 buyers to pay me 85,000. I mean, I've got buyers here that I could see have bought thousands of properties in the area.
Of course, I'm aware of that.
And so we literally have relationships with these people. Like I've broken bread and had dinner with some of these people in this area. So that's why I'm saying no one has sent you a contract yet for the 80,000, right?
I think you're making this more complicated than it is. Because why would I can buy 80, I can sell it for 80 to you and I can sell it to them. So what's the difference?
Well, that's my point.
The point is you saying you're not going to do.
No one has given you a written contract for 80,000.
Yes. So I mean, I've only been talking to people over the last few days. I anticipate that I'm going to get a contract here within the next week and a half. So let me just fully disclose that too. So it's not like I'm not in the speed to market right now. Everybody I'm talking to is speed to market. They're doing their sculpatory or their discovery. So yeah, that's what the deal is. So yeah, I mean, in a week, that's not bad. That I don't have a deal, but I'm anticipating a deal within the next 2 weeks.
But I'm saying I could probably get you the full money in 2 weeks. You're hoping to get a contract in 2 weeks.
No, I'm saying I'll get the full. Yeah. So what allows me to understand I'll get to closing is the EMD.
EMD don't mean anything. They could just walk away and release the EMD to you.
Well, I start all over again with the EMD at $80,000 or at $7,500.
Well,
I get the EMD and then I call you. So now I'm out.
But why wouldn't you just, if I'm sitting here saying, I know I can do that. I'm telling you, I could get you 80,000 in your pocket in the next 2 weeks. Why would you say, nah, I'd rather just keep working and to get the exact same thing?
All right, so send me your information and let's talk more about it. How about that?
I mean, I'm ready to send you a contract. I don't want to send you information. I want to send you a purchase and sell agreement for the 80,000. That's what nobody else is willing to do.
All right, so you just want to do the EMD. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you 8,000 hard EMD. What I am going to do is I'm going to give you a purchase and sell agreement for the 80,000, and I'm going to go wholesale the property to the buyers that I know I've got, and then you're going to get your $80,000. And at the end of the day, no one's going to care about that mythical earnest money that sits in an escrow account at a title company.
All right, so you're with Titleist Investors, right? Titanium Investments.
Titanium Investments. I'm the owner. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I tell you what, then send me a contract. Let me review the contract, and then we'll go from there.
All right, here's what I need from you because I don't have it. I need you to text me your email, and then I will send you the contract through what's called a Dropbox sign. It's just like DocuSign.
Same
Yep.
thing.
Yep. I'll send that over to you. And if you've got any questions, this is my cell phone number, and you give me a call, and I can answer them for you.
Right. So is this going to be a simple purchase agreement contract? Because
It's 2 pages.
Okay, that's now we're moving the pendulum on this one a little bit. Send me the contract, and then we'll proceed.
All right, let's do it, buddy.
All right, thank you, man.
Thank you. Bye-bye. How'd I do, Liam? We can't hear you. That is a god-awful sound. All right. That was hardcore. That was intense. That's what I said I wanted, though. I thought it was going to come on the one before that. Well, yeah. The one before that we purchased, I thought was going to be like that. Not that, but how many calls is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Five dials to the contract, Liam. What do you think?
Dude, I think that's going to be a deal. I haven't taken a look at the metrics of it. If you can make it work at 80, I believe it. The only thing I would have done differently is I don't think he realizes that just because somebody puts an EMD down does not mean he gets to keep it.
Well, he was trying to make it non-fundable, but that doesn't mean you get it.
No.
If they don't release it to you, then you're going to have to go to some sort of litigation to get it released to you.
Or I mean, you can just, even if it's non-refundable, but you can just you can exit the contract under whatever the stipulations, whatever stipulations you have, contingencies, and you can just take it back.
I mean, he doesn't have any experience in this, so he doesn't know. Listen, I mean,
I thought that pitch was good. I'll do the work for you. I'll get you your 80. You'll walk away with that cash in hand.
I mean,
why would you go do all the work for yourself?
That's where I was getting hung up on, because I was like, dude, I don't understand why you're wanting to go do the same thing that I'm telling you I'm willing to go do that for you.
Yep.
And I know I can do it.
Do it better. The
numbers look fairly decent on the deal. I mean, taking a look at it, I mean, I think he's being fair on his price. I think that we're probably I got a couple of comps.
That's the only thing reasonable about this guy. The only thing reasonable about this guy is he actually came in at a decent price.
I see 190. I got one at like 200, 175, 160. So, it's in that part of Ohio where you've got different values going on depending on how much it gets fixed up. But I also think that on this case, like John says, you could have got him at 75. But why? Why do I even need to try to negotiate? It was hard enough to get him to agree to the 80 because of where he's at emotionally in the process. Like, he says, I need to sell this. I inherited 2 homes. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting calls from people. I don't want to miss out on an opportunity to be able to move a deal, even if it only ends up being a $7,000 assignment or $10,000 assignment. To try to make it a $15,000 assignment, I'm missing out on an opportunity for my team and an opportunity for us to build another relationship in Columbus. So that's always been my theory on the negotiating on the price points, especially when you're that close. So
I'd rather close a buyer than I would rather close a seller. That's the way that I see it, is that it's a lot more satisfying and easier to get a better price from a buyer than it is from a seller. The seller's only got so much. Buyers aren't working with real money. They're getting private money, hard money, whatever. A few thousand, it's just most of them aren't down to the dollar like that.
Absolutely.
It's way easier.
All right, let's find another one here. Man, that was intense, bro.
was like pulling teeth.
You got me sweating over here.
Making you work for it. You had to sell him
I
to
know.
buy the house.
I know. I thought there for a second. Well, there was some really good stuff in that conversation. I mean, literally the moment where like I told him like, "Hey, don't run me away. I might be the guy that's about to give you 80,000."
That drew him back.
And listen, you got to be careful when you do that kind of stuff. You got to know that you're talking to the right person to be able to do that. But he showed that he was willing to have that kind of a conversation.
Sure. All right, what are you looking at here, RJ? What are we seeing? I gotta catch up to you. You're on what, page 3 here?
Well, that conversation took so long that when I went to the next page, I was still on the original page. So I went back to page 1 because we had a bunch of stuff pop up. That's what I love about this. I mean, it's constantly coming in.
Speed to lead, baby.
I don't know. You see any good ones you want me to call? Holy cow. Keller, Texas. Give me that one. Yeah. Oh,
where's that
McKinney.
one at?
Whoa, McKinney.
Keller, Texas, McKinney. Oh, all right.
Yeah, that one.
Pre-foreclosure. Seller wants an offer. It's owner occupied. They want to sell within a month. They're up to date on their mortgage, but I don't know about that. It's not listed. 4-bed, 2.5 bath. And they've only owned it 0 to 1 year?
Yeah, let's do it, baby. Sub 2.
Huh.
Michael, speed to lead works by doing what we're doing right here. I'm just going down. I'm saying, hey, this is a PPC lead that came in, pre-foreclosure, McKinney, Texas. I'm going to buy it, and then now it's your lead.
Yeah, Cassie is RJ's superpower. She's in the back running numbers.
Oh, she only comps when I ask her to comp. Okay.
Okay. No, RJ's just that fast.
Let's not give her too much credit. Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Too much credit for what you're doing now. Like,
Calm down.
Yeah, all the leads are PPC, so they've come through.
Hello, is this the owner of 7816 Marsh Lane?
Yes.
Hello, this is RJ Bates calling you. You had entered the property on my website. Are you still looking to sell that property?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay. How much are you looking to get for the property?
It's 440.
440. Okay. And what's going on with the property?
No, I'm moving to, I'm just relocating, so I'm trying to sell it.
Gotcha.
It's a brand new one. It's been only 3 months since I moved in. It's a brand new home.
Gotcha. So it's brand new, just built in 2022.
Yes, 2022, October 31st.
Gotcha. My birthday's October 19th, so right around my birthday.
Okay.
So you're saying you want 440. Is that what you paid for the property when you bought it?
Not that. Like, yes, I paid 440.
Okay. So basically you need to get the full retail value of what the property is worth. So as an investor, that kind of makes it a little bit tough. There's a couple different options that I could give for you. One could be, it depends on how motivated you are. Like if this is like, hey, I really need to sell immediately, we could potentially just take over the payments on the mortgage. if that's something that you're interested in, or if you have more time, the best solution would be is that we could just list it for you on the MLS as a realtor and help you sell it that way, so you could get the full market value.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, so you're not looking to list it on the MLS?
Yes, I'm not looking for that.
But how is someone going to be able to come in and pay the full market value as an investor?
If they want to buy it, yeah, then they will come, right?
I mean, yes and no. So you're not in a position where you need to sell quickly, right?
Yes, that's correct. I have some time.
Okay, so you have time. You're just not wanting to pay the realtor commissions. That's why you don't want to list it on the MLS?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Even if we could look at it and potentially get you more money by listing it on the MLS, that's not something that you would even want to have a consultation on?
I don't know. First thing is first that's the reason, and the second thing is I don't want to list to the public. So I already have one offer. I'm still looking for one more offer. It's a little bit better offer. So yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're in good hands. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
That was not a pre-foreclosure, was it?
No. But guaranteed to get a lot of calls if you go on websites that say you are in pre-foreclosure.
Yep. And by the way, everybody, if you bought that lead because it said it was in pre-foreclosure, you had that phone call. The guy is obviously not in pre-foreclosure. He's got time. He's not motivated. He wants full retail asking price. Go to the site, submit that thing for a refund.
Let's go one up to that Keller, Texas.
I'm liking that one too.
I should have stuck with my guns. That was the one I said I wanted. And then I got greedy. I saw the pre-foreclosure. But real quick, Liam, show your screen. I want to show something.
Yo, hang on. Getting it pulled up 1 second.
Because I think this is just as important as what, like, show the more details here before we buy this. So the premium package, which how much does premium details cost a month?
I think it's $57 a month for that.
$57. Okay, so if you're going to be buying a lot of leads on Speed to Lead, it's important to pay for that, because what that showed us on the McKinney one is that he only owed it for 1 year. So we basically knew going into the conversation he probably doesn't have equity. That's why I said sub 2. Really, the only choice there is there's no equity. I can buy it sub 2. What is my exit strategy to be able to buy it sub 2, or we can list it for you? And the only reason why I would have bought that is because it was in DFW. McKinney is a suburb of DFW. So just pay attention to that, and that's a great feature that y'all added on there with the premium details.
Got it. And I did just get corrected. The premium is actually $99 now, because now we have premium coupons only, and we're introducing a premium refund policy as well. So we got a lot more added on to that.
All right, let's do this Keller one. I like this Keller one.
I like it too. Sending it over your way. Right now. There you go. Dante says this is his Closers Olympics training. I like that. You know, I think for most people, myself especially, the best training that I have is just listening. Picking up little things that I can add to my arsenal of skills.
Absolutely.
RJ doesn't, but Cassie
Hello,
does.
Is Emily there?
This is she.
Hey, Emily, this is RJ Bates calling about your property there on Unbridled Lane. You had entered it on my website saying you were looking to sell that property.
Which website was this?
Cash offer option.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a while ago. But yeah, I am looking to sell it for sure.
Gotcha. Okay. That's so crazy. It looked like it only came over on my side at 3:43 p.m. So I don't know if somebody else did it. Yeah. That's crazy. But anyways, regardless, maybe it just got hung up in the metaverse. So you are looking to sell that property though, right?
I am correct. Yeah,
Gotcha. How much are you looking to get for it?
$800,000.
$800,000. Okay. And what is going on with the property?
Not. I mean, like as far as like, is there a major problem or something like that? Nothing.
No, just the story. I mean, I don't know anything about it. So, I mean, is it like
Oh,
owner occupied or?
Yep, I live in it with my daughter. She's moving to college. I'm downsizing. It's just too big.
I gotcha. What college is she going to?
UNT.
Ah, that's where I went.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I grew up in Fort Worth. I went to UNT. Had some good times there. I'm still paying UNT. Well, I guess technically I'm paying the federal government, but
There we go.
it led to me doing something that I did not learn at UNT, which is buying and selling real estate. So, all right, 800,000. How'd you come up with that number?
Because I've kind of looked at market values and what I need to get out of it.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah.
I mean, it looks like you did some good research.
Okay.
Looks like that's probably what it could be worth on the retail side of things. Honestly, you could probably go for a little bit more.
Yeah.
The market's a little bit funky right now. You know, I mean,
Really weird. Yeah.
I mean, we had some bad times there in November and December, and then January it was like the fuse got lit again, and now it's like people actually need to buy houses again. So it's good. We'll say that's a high price point. Even though I mean it is the value in that area. Just houses that are selling in that price point are just taking a little bit longer. Just because whoever could buy an $800,000 house a year ago now is probably only buying like a $600,000 house because of the interest rates. So so there's just less buyers pool. That being said, my next question to you would be, why have you not listed this with a realtor yet?
Because my daughter's still in high school and I was going to do it in April.
Gotcha. Do you have a realtor that you are going to be working with?
I do not have a contract with anybody. I'm interviewing.
Well, I would like to set you up with the best realtor I've ever known. And
Okay.
she's my business partner and my partner in all things. Her name is Cassie DeHaas.
Okay.
She's the owner of Titanium Realty. And I think that would be the best solution for you. Typically in these circumstances, when people go to that website, it's because there's motivation and they need to sell quickly. And that's where I come in. I would, offer you an amount. I'm not going to insult you. You don't need me. You don't need me to come in and offer you less.
Yeah.
I can hear it in your voice, and the reason why you're selling. It's like, listen, you need to sell this for full market value, and you need someone that's going to come in and be able to do that for you. And I think that's what Cassie can do for you. A little bit about us: we've been in business for 12 plus years. We've been doing real estate only since January 1st of 2015. And you're going to be the second person I've ever told this to on the phone. So you're going to determine whether or not this is a good sales pitch. Okay. So no pressure. I'm going to need you to tell me if it's good or not. All right.
Okay. I'll tell you.
All right. The reason why you should hire Cassie is because we were just recently on the new season of Zombie House Flipping on A&E as the stars of the Fort Worth team. So not only are we good at what we do, but they put us on TV. So that means we're funny and I guess slightly good looking enough to be on cable television. So that's why you should hire Cassie over everyone else that wants this listing.
Okay, that's it. It's a good pitch.
It's a good pitch. There you go. All right.
Good pitch.
Well, when would be a good time for Miss Cassandra to hook up with you? She's available now. If you're available, I could have her call you on her cell phone so I could keep calling people that desperately need to sell. But if now's not a good time, we could schedule another time for you.
Yeah, no, probably like just a chit chat with her.
Literally, just like she could pull actual MLS comps and say, "Hey, this is what I think I'd get for you." She gives her little pitch on how she can, she's going to hold your hand and what you need along the process. Kind of also explain what she does to make sure that she takes care of, because her job is to represent you. So like in our transactions, I'm the seller and she's the realtor. She's representing me. And in this case, that's what she would be doing for you. So more or less just to explain how she would be a good representation for you to the buyers and the other agents that she'd be working with.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can talk to her now. It's
Okay.
fine. If she's available or she can call me back, it's fine. Either way.
Cassie, would you like to, you want to just take over my phone? You want to do that?
Sure.
Or do you want to call her on your phone? You want to call her on yours?
Still on my phone.
Okay. I'm going to have her call you. It's a 817-917 phone number. I'm going to have her call you right now. And then that way she can get you taken care of. Okay.
Okay, thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Hey, y'all.
What's up, Cassie? Oh, you guys got titanium beanies now, huh?
My mom got them for us for Christmas.
Yeah.
You guys are really, I mean, you've got that hoodie now, the hat, the beanies.
What's her name?
Her name was Emily.
Can you send that to me? What's that?
Mm-hmm. So again, that's another thing. Like for you guys, if y'all don't have a realtor that you can refer local listings to like that, you're totally missing out on opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that right there could be a $24,000 close. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if she locks that down as a 3% listing, that's what that is. So that could be the best closing out of all of them. And the funny thing about it is how relaxed was I in that conversation?
Super relaxed. It's easy.
Because if it doesn't go well, it's not the pressure of that not going well is not like the locking down a contract. That's like hey, we can literally just help you. And can't you see how relaxed and we know you almost want to give off that persona that, hey, we're just here to help you in your journey. So
The second that you get too aggressive or you get too quick with your questions or you make it seem like you need this, your commission breath is getting everywhere. Everybody can smell it. Everybody can sense it. And that just drives people away. You want them to feel like they need it. You want to put it in like what your pitch with being on A&E TV is, you're exclusive. Like your time is important. You are now, you have a high demand, high interest. When you can reframe somebody to think of you as that way, it completely changes their opinion of whether or not it's worth their time to meet with you. Meeting with the TV star, celebrity realtor, hell yeah. Meeting with, Joe Blow, who just called you, who maybe sells a lot, but no credibility. So it's just different.
absolutely. Edwardsville, Illinois.
Let's do it.
Skylar says I'll probably have better luck if I wear my helmet.
Your biking helmet?
Hold on. I have to go off camera so y'all don't see me without my hat.
What he's hiding from us is that he's got hair longer than I do, and he just doesn't want people to know that.
I just want y'all to know that this helmet is so heavy. So heavy.
You're a strong guy.
It's like 15 pounds on my neck.
You know, that's what the Vikings did too. Usually when they were embarking from Iceland to, Europe and whatnot to go on their missions, they were usually just complaining about the weight of their gear.
Josh, I have called 7 leads, and she's going to get that listing right there. And I've got 1 contract. And he says, maybe I'll close. So,
Where was that lead you wanted me to check out?
Edwardsville.
Where's that?
Illinois.
Okay. So what's going on? They're selling for financial reasons. It's vacant. They want to sell ASAP. There's no mortgage, roof replacement. They need paint, kitchen cabinets, appliances. It's paint outside. It's a single family, 4-bed, 2-bath, and they've owned it 30 to 50 years. Yep. That's what I like.
All I'm saying is Skylar, you better tag me in an Instagram story if I put this helmet on for you. I really hope that this right here becomes a viral TikTok.
Closing the deal with your helmet on? Yep.
Yes.
I mean, this person's picking up. They're signing a contract with you.
Yes. Dan, it's happening right now.
Put each of your belts over each of your shoulders once you get the contract sent over.
Ooh, I like it. Here we go. I'll tag him my OnlyFans.
Split commission on it. It's a referral fee.
Hi, Green Scan Mobile. Sorry I missed your call.
Dan.
Hi, Green Scan Mobile. Sorry.
Yellow Hammer. Let's call some of the first ones that I called back.
Hello.
Hello, is this the owner of Barbara Avenue?
Yes, sir.
Hey, this is RJ Bates calling you because you had entered that on my website saying you're looking to sell that property.
Yeah.
Are you still looking to sell it?
Yeah.
Awesome. How much are you looking to get for that property?
Well, I don't know. It's appraised 129, but I just like to get enough to be able to pay it off and, get another place.
Gotcha. How much do you owe on it?
43.
43. Okay.
Yeah.
And how much do you think you would need for another place?
I don't know. I'm hoping I might have got 70 or 75 out of it. Because I moved out of town. I moved way out of town. So.
I gotcha. Okay. What's going on with the property itself? Like, is it vacant? Or are you still living there? Hold on, she got another call. She literally got another call because I can see she put me on hold. All right, we're done. Oh, this looks like this could be a deal.
Yeah, looking at what she said, 70 to 75, huh?
Well,
O's 43.
Yeah, she wants to get 75 out of it. There she is. Hello.
Hello.
All right. Sorry about that. Guess
That's
we
all right.
got disconnected.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what's going on with the property. You said you're living in it still?
I mean, all my stuff's still there, but I'm not living there.
Gotcha.
My husband passed away, so and it just got behind on payment stuff because he was the breadwinner, you know, and I wasn't working. So I just like to sell it and be done.
I'm sorry to hear about your husband.
Thank you.
Well, hopefully I can be a solution for you. Give me a few seconds here to try to pull up some information about the property itself and see what I can do for you.
Okay.
Let's see here. How did you come up with the numbers that you were come up with? Were like, have you been able to just look up values in the area, or is that just what you need to be able to find another place, or how did you come up with that number?
I just didn't. I don't know.
Gotcha. Because it's obviously that neighborhood right there has some mixed values for sure.
Okay.
You know, there's
Can
some
you hear
problem.
me now? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. You'll have to repeat what you said. I'm sorry.
I said that neighborhood has some mixed values in it for sure. You know, I mean, some properties are super cheap, and other ones, you know, are going kind of close to that $100,000 price point.
Yeah.
So.
Where our house is on the corner, there's like one that's lots up there.
Right.
So, yeah.
You know how many square feet the property is?
Not right offhand, I don't. I know it's a split level with the garage.
I'm seeing 1163 in multiple places, so about 1,200 square feet is what I'm seeing.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. All right. Bear with me. I'm just looking at some different values here.
You're fine.
Mm-hmm. How quickly are you looking to close?
Quickly. As soon as possible.
Okay. And you want cash only, right? Nothing creative?
No, just cash. Yeah.
Okay. Based off of the condition, how much work do you think it needs to be like a rental property?
We just remodeled the kitchen before we was working on remodeling the house. We did the kitchen, we did the living room, we did one of the bedrooms. So the bathroom is the worst. It wouldn't take a whole lot, I don't think.
Right. Is it functional and just ugly, or does it need work to be functional?
No, it's functional, just ugly.
I gotcha. Okay. What about the flooring and the paint?
Like, it needs painted. Like I said, we did the kitchen, which is done, the living room, and one of the bedrooms, and we were starting down, because it's split level, we were starting downstairs, and then we put it upstairs. So
Right.
it needs painted, and then the floor in the bathroom does need to be done. A new floor in, but other than that, and it would need carpet or whatever.
I'm thinking on a cash offer. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be very close to the numbers that you were talking about. I think I'm probably going to be in the range of like 65,000 total. Just based off of the values that I see in the area, and then knowing that it's going to need work. So that would be putting like a little bit over 20,000 in your pocket.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good enough for you. And again, some of that is we would have to still come see the property to see the amount of repairs that are needed. I'm just basing it off of the square footage, and then with you saying, hey, it needs paint, it needs a bathroom, things like that. I have a general idea of what that would cost for repairs, but that's what I'm looking at. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably looking at that $65,000 range.
Okay. That may be doable. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to be done and be able to get my own place and be able to, get up here.
Understood. Well, what I could do for you is our process would be I would send you a purchase and sell agreement through email. And then that gives, hey, you're agreeing to that price. We would then come out and do an inspection on the property. I know that you're saying you're selling it as is, so I'm not going to ask you to do any repairs. It's more or less for us to come and say, hey, this is what we know we're going to do to the property. So we're not going to come back and ask you to do any repairs or anything like that. And in the meantime, we would be opening up title. The process normally takes about 4 weeks from start to finish.
Okay.
So would you like for me to go ahead and send you over a purchase and sell agreement?
Sure.
All right. Let me verify something real quick.
Okay.
I do not have your email. Can you text me over your email address real quick so I can write that up and send it over to you?
On the number I called?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, if you stay on the phone with me, I'll go ahead and write that up right now. So if you have any questions, you can ask me.
Okay. All right. send it over.
Okay, I'm writing up the contract right now.
Okay.
Who's that in the background? The little one.
This is my grandson.
He's cracking me up.
He's funny.
Yeah. How old is he?
4.
I got a 5-year-old myself. Yeah. That's I love that age.
I know. Yeah, he's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I got a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I'll tell you, they are awesome little creatures.
Yes, they are. That's why I decided to go ahead and try to sell my house and move up here with them.
Absolutely.
They grow up so fast. They're bad. Overshoe. Ew. Put your shoes off, buddy. Oh. Oh, yeah. Also, I have a 4-year-old granddaughter, too. It's like one of each.
Right? That's
Very
fun.
cool. Yeah, she just turned 4 on her 24th. They're just too much apart.
Right? So she's still at the age where she's got a more 3 than 5, you know, because there's a big difference between a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she just turned, so she's just still,
Right.
she's a sweetheart, too.
All right. I'm
Grandkid is the best thing ever.
right. Okay, I'm putting this in you have access to that email now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm putting it in what's called Dropbox Sign. It's like DocuSign, but a different program.
Okay.
And it'll be emailed over here to you shortly once I drop these signatures on there. All right. All right, that just got sent to you.
What's your name? That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. All right. Okay.
One of the cool things about this software is I didn't have to ask her if she received it because it automatically notified me that she received it. So she's reading it right now. I'm available to answer any questions. More often than not, they don't have any questions, and she's just going to sign. Also, to be clear, this was the first lead that we bought. It was the first lead that I called. She didn't answer. I sent a text.
Hit the insert button.
Yeah, down at the bottom where it says signature, you just click right there, and then it'll have you just sign your signature with your finger, and then insert. And then once you're done, up at the top, it'll say finish, and you just click that, and then we're done.
Okay. It says required filter done. Tap to continue.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then click finish up at the top.
All right. It's
All right, I got it on my side. So what we'll do now is I'm going to send this over to my transaction coordinator. His name is Keaton. So what he'll do is he'll send this off to a title company so they can open up title. And then what we'll then do is once we get that, and we'll want to come out and take a look at the property. So are you close? Are there keys? Is there access? How can we gain access to the property?
you can go. I mean, I can meet you down there. I'm like 2 hours away. So I don't know when you want, but if you need to get it before I do, you can go through the garage door.
Okay. I think that'll probably, is it just unlocked or is there a key somewhere? That'll probably be easier. Okay. Then we'll probably do something like that. We'll just let you know before we go out there. But yeah, moving forward, it should be pretty simple. Keaton will get title open, and then we'll probably get out there either tomorrow or over the weekend. And then we should be good to get this done. Okay.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you, Karen. And I'm glad that we were able to be a solution for you. And go have fun with your grandbabies. Okay.
I will. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's go.
Hold on. Got to keep it on.
Oh, hang on.
Liam, all these belts are getting so heavy. I take 8 months off and it just comes right back.
Just weighing you down, man. I can tell it's heavy on your heart. You gotta help these sellers. You gotta let it out.
These people, they say, but man, he doesn't even negotiate. What are you talking about? This woman said she wanted 129,000, then she said she wanted 118, and then she signed for 65,000.
Listen, man, here's what it is. You're so good at negotiating is that the people who are analyzing can't even understand or realize it. They're just not at the same level.
That was fun.
Look at that, man.
That was fun.
Keeping the reputation alive, keeping the streak going.
Liam, I think we should do this more often.
I think we should. I really think we should. I have absolutely no qualms against that.
I think we should do it more often. It's a ton of fun. I hope people enjoy it. Listen, when I'm on the phone, the viewership just goes up. Skylar might have been right. I'm 1 for 1 on with the helmet. And hey, to go back to my point though, okay? Liam bought me the lead. I called it. I texted it. No response. And instead of saying, hey, Liam, go buy me another lead, I said, let's go back. There was a reason why we picked that one first. And we call it. She answers. Boom. It gets the contract. And we have – that's how you should always be working speed to lead, though. This is what I tell people all the time. They say, I don't have the budget to use speed to lead because it's expensive.
You don't have the time not to.
What you don't have is a budget to not use speed to lead. That's what I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you this right now. If you don't want to use speed to lead, then you're a freaking masochist and you like dying slowly. Okay? So you're going to go pull a bunch of data and you're going to cold call it yourself. You're going to get your teeth kicked in for 8 hours a day so you feel good about not getting a deal, but you're working real hard and you called a bunch of people. Guess what? I called 6 people and got a listing and 2 contracts. I'll keep doing that. You keep cold calling for 8 hours. That's how you end up with the belt, Liam. Right there, baby. Just saying.
That's enough said, man. There's nothing else to be added to that. Nothing else.
I don't understand why people argue about it. I tell them all the time, listen, we had 50 people at the last Crucible in December. 45, 50 people. I'm like, you got to do speed to lead. Afterwards, people come up to me. Hey, man, love the Crucible. Do you really think I should use speed to lead? I don't get it. I'm like, I do the lives. Every time we do the lives, it ends in a contract. I tell people, do it. Bro, I go on a clubhouse with 400 people, buy one lead, one dial, one contract. Now, Liam, it's gotten so bad that now I buy leads from Speed to Lead live at the Crucible and call them, and they still want to know, should I do that? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I honestly think that people don't want to do speed to lead because then they'll realize it's not leads. It's that they don't know how to close. And if you don't know how to close, practice, get better. Hire someone to teach you how to talk to a seller, or go hire someone to be a closer for you. But don't blame it on this, because it works every single time. I can't wait for the freaking Closers Olympics, bro. Because at the end of the day, this year in the Closers Olympics, there is zero excuses for it to be about the leads.
Zero. That's exactly it. That is the factor that so many people complained about last year. They were on the phone dialing. It was complete open submission. People submitted random data, year-old leads, all this sort of stuff. There was no consistency. It was luck of the draw. If you got somebody who was willing to pick up. This year, it's complete consistency across the bat.
Yeah,
we have vetted, motivated, ready to rock leads that are going to close across the board. And by the way, for everybody who qualifies to get into the actual qualifiers, PPC leads the entire tournament. Every single round, you're calling PPC leads that are generally quite expensive. So you're gonna be getting deals left, right, and center. And if you don't, well, it's on you.
Well, I look forward to whatever role I play in this year's Closers Olympics. There's talks that I might be involved in the open run judging of this potentially. So I'm very much looking forward to being involved with that, because I can say this, Liam, outside of yourself and Gene, is there anyone else out there that knows about the quality of speed to lead leads? And I think that plays an impact on being able to have the conversation about what happens in these conversations. I mean, no matter what, there was only one bad conversation today. And that one bad conversation really wasn't a bad one. It was just he wants to sell for full retail. That was the risk I took on buying that one. If I had premium details for $99 a month, I would have known he only owned it for 1 year. So I know going into it, my only options are to buy it sub 2 or to list it. Outside of that, I didn't have a bad conversation, and I still have leads to follow up on. So,
no, because I think that first guy, the guy that you had to pull the teeth from, I think that's going to turn into a deal as long as it works at 80. You hit the contract over to him. He's just reading it over. I'm sure he's going to have a billion more questions, though. That one's going to be a bit of an uphill battle. But that one listing, I mean, we know Cassie. Cassie's a closer.
It's already done. She already went outside and talked to her.
It's done? She's going to get that signed?
Yes.
That's it. Beautiful.
Well, it's not signed, but it's a done deal. I mean, she's going to have to go meet her and do the whole thing in person, but consider that a done deal. This is a signed contract, though. Oh, so out of today, how many leads did we buy, Liam?
Not many.
6, 7?
1, 2, 3, 4. I only sent 4 through.
No, we had more than that.
Yeah, I don't know where they went.
So we had 1.
Oh, I had to leave and rejoin. That's why.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. eight leads were purchased, okay? And we're going to get 2 contracts and a listing with probably 4 of those to be followed up on. I mean, that's killer stats, bro. I can't sales pitch freaking Speed to Lead any more than I already do. I think the product stands on its own. And I'm not even coming on here to sales pitch Speed to Lead. I'm coming on here to sales pitch myself on what I can do and saying, hey, you should follow me. You should come to the Crucible. But it would be wrong of me to not say, this is not just about me. It's about the quality of the leads. I didn't have to do much today. So listen, bro, I want to do more of these. I think we're going to get somebody to come on, though. I want to bring other people on, guests. How would you guys feel about if I got Eric Klein to come on? Me and Eric Klein going dial for dial, back and forth. What do you guys think about that? If you like that, drop a 2 in the chat. Isn't that what people do? That's like an Aaron Bevins thing. Drop a 2 in the chat. Elijah Rubin will do that. That's what he'll do at the Closers Olympics to blow that thing up. I'd love to get Eric in here. By the way, Eric Klein is going to be inside of Titanium's education mastermind, the crew. He's going to be coming in for 2 hours on Tuesday night. You get that kind of stuff for $100 a month. We get a call every Tuesday, every Thursday. Cassie's about to go live for the next hour and a half working with our students. If you're not a part of that, DM me, reach out how you can join the crew so you can get live calls like we're doing with Cassie and Eric.
And that's at RJ Bates the third. And I know some of the heavy hitters that you've had in the past in there too. The community is easily one of the most engaging that I've seen. For sure. The value's nuts.
We had freaking Andy Elliott like 3 weeks ago.
I was in there for that. That guy's got some fucking energy. Gee whiz.
Bro, dude, the dude is insane. I mean, the kind of stuff that we've got going on in there. Naaman's been doing a great job with getting the guests come in. It's been a lot of fun. So that being said, bro, I had a hard stop at 5 o'clock, so I had to get that contract on the dial so Cassie could come do her live. But it's been a blast today, man.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a real pleasure. So everybody, thank you so much for showing up. We are going to be doing these again and again and again on the 16th, 7 days from today. That is the first Closers Qualifier live event. It's a tournament style. There's going to be the selections posted and all that. So you guys will all be in the loop. So be ready for that. And that is going to be electing who will be in the open for the Closers Olympics. Whoever wins that, they're locked in. So anyways, guys, I mean, I got nothing else to say, man. That's it.
All right, let's go do it. Let's do it again next week.
Let's do it again next week. I love it. That's beautiful.
All right, buddy. See ya.
Sounds good.
Are you looking to implement pay-per-click advertising into your real estate business? iSpeedTheLead.com is an a la carte PPC marketplace, allowing investors to get into the world of PPC on a budget. Browse and purchase PPC leads a la carte from all around the United States. These leads are from motivated sellers who want to sell now. So if you want